how it's supposed to feel.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another test. Now, as per request, we're going to do ZoneAlarm Extreme Security Nextgen, and it's going to go up against Emsisoft Anti-Malware Home Edition. Now, with ZoneAlarm, we've got firewall here. Not much that we can do. It's either on or off, with a couple of exceptional things that we can do. So, zone rules, we've got firewall settings, left that on default. Application permissions, these are the apps, and that's pretty much that. So it's either on or off. On the AV side, also you can only switch to on or off. No real-time settings that you can tweak, except for the exceptions, quarantine scans and schedules and things like that. We made an exclusion for our script. Then we've got web secure. Yeah, we've got a little bit more options, but also either on or off. We've got some content filtering, and that's pretty much that. And then we've got the hacking protection. Here's our anti-ransomware shield. Also, again, either on or off. We've got a couple of exceptions. We've got some advanced file protection. It already inspected one of the diagnostic files. And then anti-keylogger. And that's pretty much that you can do on ZoneAlarm. So we're going to scoot over to Emsisoft, but this is obviously cloud-based. So we're going to scoot over to the dashboard. Now, here's my workspace. So I've got a workspace here for anti-malware. Okay, so we've got one endpoint in this group, which is our test endpoint. We're going to go to the protection policies, so you guys can see one device in this group, and that's our device name. Now we're going to do behavior blocker, auto resolve with notifications. We don't have the EDR, that's more for business. File guard, we're going to put it on paranoid, quarantine with notifications, quarantine notifications, web protection block with notifications, and then all these categories is a block with information. Schedule scans, we kind of disable that. We don't want any scans. POPs are detected, scan with high system priority, quarantine detections, detect registry policy settings. We've got an exclusion here for monitoring file script. And we pretty much left the notifications as is. Updates, this is advanced, so startup and things like that. We did put a password protection on the AV itself. Windows files are on, RDP services we've disabled, and that's pretty much that for the settings. Also, when you go to the endpoint itself, it looks similar to what the AV looks like as well. So that's kind of nice from Emsisoft, and they keep it the same look as the AV. So I'm going to disable these two guys so that we can extract the nasties and get this test started. Okay, so all the malware is now extracted. Okay, so we need to make sure that they are up to date. With ZoneAlarm, I've never seen that there's an option where you can manually check for updates, so I presume it's more cloud-based and updates pretty much on its own. So if anyone's out there that know how you can manually check for ZoneAlarm for definitions, let me know. But as far as I know, it does that on its own. There's no real way that you can actually check for updates, but it says updated 10:06 p.m. so it's about an hour, 2 hours ago. So yeah, it should be fairly up to date. Now we're going to do updates with Emsisoft, but you guys would have noticed it's at 2 minutes ago. So I'm gonna, in the meantime, I'm gonna re-enable the protection for ZoneAlarm while we wait for Emsisoft to update. Okay, seems like Emsisoft is up to date. Just going to do this a little bit slowly just to make sure that we do restart the browser. We're not going to do that. Okay, so firewall is back online. Now we just need to do the AV. Okay, unavailable. Okay, seems like it is happy. Let's quickly scoot over to Emsisoft and do file guard. And then behavior blocker. Okay, I think that's that for Emsisoft. I think everything now is enabled. Okay, cool. So I think we are good to go with Emsisoft. Let's quickly. Cool. Okay, so Emsisoft is on. We don't need to restart our browser. Cool. Okay, so I think everything is on. Okay, we have 1,864 samples, as you guys saw on both sides. Okay, so first is going to be the website test. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, ZoneAlarm is still giving us notifications of the things that we opened. Okay, so as you guys can see, ZoneAlarm plugin is in and the Emsisoft plugin is enabled as well. Okay, so the combination of links are phishing links and obviously file websites that download malicious files. Okay, so Emsisoft is blocking a couple of things here. Okay, so it seems like ZoneAlarm is still busy. Okay, so let's start with ZoneAlarm. Okay, cool. So this could be one of the sites that actually downloads something. Okay, that site seems to be down. Okay, ZoneAlarm blocked this one. This one as well, blocked. Seems like this one is not blocked. Not blocked as well. So I've got two miss. That one still seems to be loading. This was blocked. And anti-bot. Okay, cool. So it's quite interesting. Downloads. Okay, cool. So this is a file that tried to download. And we've got another page. I'm not sure why ZoneAlarm does not keep the look the same. That's pretty odd. But yeah, okay, cool. So it seems like we've got two missed websites on Emsisoft. Suspect malware. Okay, so that site seems to be down. This one also seems to be missed. Then we've got this one that was missed. So it seems like Emsisoft missed a little bit more here than ZoneAlarm, unfortunately. So I am going to give the win to ZoneAlarm according to that. Let's check our files, if anything else downloaded. Okay, downloads. Okay, so that is a honeypot file, so that's not anything I downloaded. And it seems like Emsisoft did download a couple of files here, so seems the win goes to ZoneAlarm. Okay, cool. So ZoneAlarm is in the lead for now, but before we start, I know I don't always show this, but VMs are clean. There's no cheating going on or anything like that, so yeah, you guys can keep an eye on our resources. Gonna close Emsisoft. Okay, so let's do the malware. Okay, so the execution is pretty quick on the ZoneAlarm machine. Okay, as you guys can see, we already have threads running here. ZoneAlarm seems like we only got one. Okay, so it seems like it's busy on Emsisoft so far. Threat emulation. Okay, cool. So ZoneAlarm is inspecting something here. Okay, I must say it's happening actually pretty quick here. Okay, but as you guys can see, we have our hands full. Emsisoft seems to be allowing these threads to go into memory. So I'm gonna attend to this, and you guys can see I'm gonna have my hands full. You can see all the gazillion Emsisoft pop-ups. So I'm gonna deal with this. I'll let you guys know if there's anything weird happening or anything like that. I'll point it out. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy myself executing the malware, and I'll let you guys know once the test is done. Okay guys, I'm just reporting in, so for those who are epileptic sensitive, so just be careful. I think this is the same type of malware maybe that we saw in the Komodo test, but yeah, Emsisoft is having a episode here, so but I'm still executing malware for ZoneAlarm. The script did also close on its own, so I had to restart again from scratch, but without restarting the VM. So I just want to point this out on the Emsisoft VM. So it seems like it's still responsive. It's just obviously this graphics. But yeah, so I just wanted to point that out. If anything else happens, I'll let you guys know. Okay, guys, the test is done. I had to put the VMs on ice a bit. I had a couple of things I had to attend to, unfortunately. But now the test is finally done. So just to inform you guys a little bit on how the test went is I had a couple of blue screens on the Emsisoft, and the ZoneAlarm VM also froze up, so I eventually had to force restart it. So just keep that in mind. Because of the multiple reboots, a lot of the malware is obviously now not running in memory, so it will look a little bit better than what it actually was. So if we look at ZoneAlarm, you guys will notice we've got no internet access, and I can't seem to find ZoneAlarm on the taskbar, so it might be a little bit MIA. Now we obviously got all these error messages. Let's just see if we can get them all closed up. Okay, so we're going to close all these error messages. Okay, now because we can't connect to the internet, obviously there was some tampering there. We'll just need to spot any weird processes manually to see if there's anything weird running, but I'm just going to quickly go through this. Not sure what this one might be, but it seems like it's actually not running anymore. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything weird. Just on a quick glance, we're going to look at our startup items quickly. Okay, so we've got a couple of scripts here. There is the UI for ZoneAlarm. Then we've got this spam. Okay, that one is broken. And we've got all these other Windows mail. Oh, sorry, Windows contacts. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of startup items here. Now let's have a quick look at Emsisoft. As you guys can see, it wants to reboot, which I'll do through this little pop-up. Because of the reboot, doesn't seem like there's any malware running. These two or these three might actually be killed off, I think. But yeah, so there was obviously a couple, but not that much. Now let's quickly look at our startup items. Okay, so we've got this Yandex browser, got that same Windows contacts startup, so Java is now being used, so that could be used for persistent threats to assist to startup. And PowerShell, and we only have this one, but it's not working. Then we've got terminal, and that's that. So it doesn't seem like we've got that hectic type of startup items. Let's quickly check if there's any encryption. Okay, doesn't seem like it. And our pictures are good as well. If we look at downloads, okay, documents are good. I think our pictures should be good as well. And that seems to be that. Okay, cool. So we've got another pop-up here to restart, which we'll do. But before we do, let's just quickly see. So we've got this advanced anti-tracking premium, and then all these programs here. Okay, and there's that out byte again. And yeah, so our MM agent could also be used to remotely access the machine. Okay, doesn't seem like that's too hectic for Emsisoft, so it seems like Emsisoft didn't do bad at all, but we'll see after the third-party opinion scanners. Now I think that's that, so I'm going to restart Emsisoft through this little pop-up. I'm going to reboot ZoneAlarm. Let me just see if ZoneAlarm actually still opens up and actually works. Actually not sure if it is still functioning. Okay, let's see if it opens. If it doesn't open now in the next 10 or 15 seconds, I'm just going to restart the machine. Okay, I don't really think it's going to do something, so I'm just going to reboot it. Hopefully ZoneAlarm comes back to life. If it doesn't, I'm just going to continue with third-party opinion scans. I'll see if I can do a context menu scan. If not, I'm just going to skip that step and move over to third-party. But yeah, once the full scans are done, I'll let you guys know. Okay, so the full scan is done from Emsisoft. That was actually really quick. So only one thread was detected, and it was a registry key. As you guys can see here, scan value. This is the only detection that was detected, so only that one injector, as you guys can see, also scanned and detected and cleaned. So that's all that was detected when I did a malware scan, so that was nice and quick. With ZoneAlarm, nothing's happening. I did check the services. The services are actually starting. The ZoneAlarm services are running, as you guys can see. So I think ZoneAlarm is just broken at this point. Even if I try to do a context menu scan, let me just move this a little bit more. Okay, so even if I say scan with Nextgen, you can see it's trying to think about it, and then absolutely nothing happens. So hence why I've got Kaspersky open. Hetman Pro and NPE and ESET and all these online scanners are not going to work for this test. I'll try ESET, but it's going to scan with outdated signatures, so I'll scan it. But I did download the latest Kaspersky removal tool, so that's most probably the only result I'm going to show. But I'm going to reboot Emsisoft, do the third-party opinion scans, and then we'll finalize the test. Okay, so the test is done. So you guys will notice on ZoneAlarm that the VM is completely locked up. You'll notice that the Windows taskbar is pressed, but it's just not doing anything. So I'll give this as a fail to ZoneAlarm. Now on the Emsisoft machine we have Hetman Pro. Now you'll see that we've got a couple of files here, but it seems more like there's some of the programs that are installed and things like that, but not too hectic. And then we obviously just have this download studio and a suspicious file under roaming, but that's about it. So it doesn't look too bad at all. If we hop over to MPE, so we've got 5 detections here. They're all medium, just a couple of files here in temp, and then this calculator program here that we saw on Hetman Pro. We're not going to use the emergency scanner for obvious reasons. On the Kaspersky, only one object was detected, and it says it's not a virus, which is that studio, which is the one the other ones are complaining about. So it doesn't seem like, according to Kaspersky, that this is actually a problem. On the ESET quick scan, we found one file in recycle bin, a couple of files that are installed here, update the local temp, and that's that. No registry keys. I was going to close this. On Malwarebytes, we've got 42 problems, a couple of issues in the recycle bin, and then we've got this one under documents and settings, I think. yes, public desktop, so that's studio. So it's malware. So yeah, and with the Malwarebytes results, so this is pretty much as it is. A couple of files on the program data. According to Malwarebytes, we got a couple of registry keys, but I think they are related to the programs that actually installed. So good chance if you just uninstall these programs that the registry keys from Malwarebytes will then disappear. Okay, we're going to close this. Now we're going to look at our programs that are still installed on the machine after all the scans. So we obviously got our antivirus that seemed to have done a good job. Couple of programs here. So this is the one program that's been flagged as naughty, and things like that. So it seems like if you just uninstall these programs, we should be fine. And then I don't think there's any point to check for post ransomware infection. But we can have a look at our startup items. So we obviously have this. These startup items are obviously not ideal, but I don't think they seem to be a big of a problem. So yeah, so I think that's the end of this test. So let's really recap on ZoneAlarm. ZoneAlarm did a little bit better than Emsisoft on the website test, but it absolutely failed the anti-malware test. Unfortunately, Emsisoft not bad on the website test, but it seems to have done better in the anti-malware test. Good result from Emsisoft. I think this is the best results I've seen since the couple of times I've tested it. We've seen it also perform badly in previous tests, but I must say this test it actually did really well. Unexpected results actually. So good job for Emsisoft. I'm glad to see that they've done well with this test. I'll obviously show the graph of all the sections of how well every product performed, but I think you guys have a good general idea on how well the programs perform. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be making some other tests soon as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, and thanks again guys for watching. Please share and like the videos on your way out, and I'll catch you guys in the next test.